never just cause you wearing a chauffeur's hat. The car in ill omens, mad charm and mad black. Focus tap, fold a bat slap. What kind of dope is that? We broke the suicide pact, nails in the back. Got the whole Senate duct tape stuck in back of the hatchback.
First go, then you get steez. Started out with half flip to an OZ. I don't know y'all, but you niggas know me. Blade came through, creeping on the low key. Fuck a pair of horse, rolled up in the bands. Clambered out the gangway, flipped him on his head. So we let him live, guess it all depends. Coming for that ass, if you coming for the rent. Probably gotta run, better get your sleep. Keep your stick between the mattress and the box of rain. Holler at the gods when speaking through the trees. Seen them on the snake guys waiting in the reeds. Gotta get the gold, stick it on the teeth. We don't fuck with y'all cause you fucking with police. Feeling hungry, trying to focus on the teeth. Walking up to Wall Street and I brought the peace.
Knuckles down, hit the Capitol and dip right out the alley with them niggas dice up in the duffel bag. Hatchet brought the hustle back, regardless it's a constant. Put a pause upon your conscience, got the pauses from the ruffles back. Chip across the shoulder, battle armor switch to coke tour. Present revolution, 100 years before it's folklore. Looking at you like a fucking sip, I'm praying on these politicians playing God like we was Sims inside with no doors. Sims inside with no doors, starving in the drywall. Clawing at my eyeballs, tell me that ain't I, y'all. Hit the high ball, life short, catch your mind torn. Never signed on, now they force y'all to sign off. Every thought of Mars, Twitter feed like fucking Marrakesh. Light across the grid, deep as gritted at the pig. Give the slingshot and rods and frog toxins on an arrowhead. Cancel Fox and CNN, season of the VPN. Swear the fence is spinning cities nuts before we see the end. Nowadays we breaking out and hides and doors and outrage. Starving in the drywall, clawing at my eyeballs. Cultivating fire in the gut with all this time off.
There you go, now get back at
Check.
Mr. President. Who is
Everything coming through?
Who we know? The question.
Everything.
Everything you just said was some bullshit.
Turn my headphones up.
Fucking everything 6 feet away from, you know what?
Just playing, I'm the only one here.
Hold me back. God,
Like everyone is the only one there. Anyway, right now.
I've been talking about this shit.
greetings from isolation.
Early on this shit.
Fuck.
I've been talking about this shit since Friday.
What's up, man?
My fucking mind.
Wow,
Yeah. I'm on my shit like it's a crutch. Bustin' like my trigger finger sticky from the nuts. Sick of lip service, stick to whiskey in the cup. Dream of fitted tusk, California clipper in the cut. Fuck, up dog, that's what's up. Sacrament for Saturn, spinning in and out of touch. 29 money, mine, empire in decline. Tire in the spine, can't quite add my ass backwards design. Time tells, but you can't quite tell time. Why? Daylight flying by, post-apocalyptic drama town talking pep boy, screaming like a cam girl with excessive sex toys. High Geiger counter, so you better watch your step, boy. Why founding father show some goddamn respect, boy. I ain't learned to hustle till a hustler hustle me. The plug ain't hit you best, so now you niggas stuck with me. Raking pretty pennies, selling what you didn't need. CD kits came with nothing but blank DVDs. Shit. Beware, there be dragons here. He keep a placard in the den, rapper of the year. Why you mad about it here? Have a beer. If you ain't fucking with the revolution, steer clear. Catch a mountain climbing up the sum of all fears. Wake up America, we're here. Preacher leader with tomatoes and hisses and jeers. Hisses and jeers. Sip the rock salt from your tears. Load them in a shotty. If we got a problem, we ain't really gotta talk about it, dog. He said right inside my line of fire, officer. What were the odds? What were the odds? Dogs of the state, full metal on my plate. Every time I cough, gotta pray now. It's getting late. Shit. Fuck. So don't you ever tell me lay down. Yeah, don't you ever tell me lay down. Hours turn to days, days turn to weeks, weeks turn to months, months turn to years, years turn to the sum of all fears. Wake up America, we're here. Wake Wake up, America, we're here.
Come on now, how you gonna feed these damn bunnies? What the hell are you weighing? Are you on your way to the moon? Look at me, I'm tired of talking to you. Get the fuck out of my store. Go on to the moon with your sharp ass.
Me, motherfucker trying to fuck with me. Put him in the dirt. When it's done, you done to sleep. I'm in the zone, shit is judgment free. Cut your teeth, tummy tuck was from the fisting cup. Cut it fucking deep. Me, motherfuckers trying to fuck with me. Motherfuckers strung up off the tree if it was up to me. Guillotine, let's get a show of hands, shit. That's enough for me. Mrs. Charlie looking, Honky McGee. Catch me flossing with your guts between my fucking teeth. Me, motherfucker trying to fuck with me. Sheesh, leave him bleeding underneath the sheet. Community that brought the heat, so we don't even need police. Shit, we ain't even on the lease. We squat the earth for free. We gave the people back the property. This was for the cat callers, black ballers, cups and creeks. Me, you motherfuckers trying to fuck with me.
They told you and me that if we work hard and if we sweat it, that we would succeed and become rich. And if that were true, I tell you, we would own this country. We have to tell them that Rockefeller ain't never lifted a finger in his life, and neither did Bobby Kennedy. And neither did Bobby Kennedy.
Sleep, you must be fucking with the nigga, please. They come out the tree, snatch you out a fucking dream. R.I.P. your face is spray painted on a custom tee. Sleep, you really think the motherfuckers sleep? You think I trust these motherfuckers? You see that black van creeping up the street? You don't think that's for me? You don't think I'm wiping down the baggages with sandy napkins first, nigga, please? You think I'm dumb? You trying to fuck with me? You motherfuckers trying to fuck with me? Me? Fucking motherfucking fuck with me? You think I let you motherfuckers come and bury me? I run the whole machine, these motherfuckers scared of me.
He raised the question, he said, okay, I'm a SNCC worker. He said, I'm nonviolent. He said, but I'm working in Mississippi, and I have to work with peasant families there, sharecropper families, and these families are not nonviolent. So he gives the example of Miss Hamer. He said, okay, I go to work Miss Hamer's house. Every time I go there as a SNCC field representative, the terrorist groups shoot into a house. So he said, if these terrorist groups are shooting into her house, even though I'm nonviolent, she's not, they have guns in the house. If they are returning fire to the terrorist groups, what is my position as a SNCC person? Nobody in SNCC answered the question. Nobody. And when the question was not answered, it was clear then. Every SNCC person should make their own individual decision. And the decisions were clear. Those of us, and SNCC never saw, the overwhelming majority of people in SNCC never saw nonviolence as a philosophy, as did those in SCLC. For those in SNCC, it was just a tactic. If it could work, fine. If it can't work, we'll try something else. For SCLC, it had to work at all times, under all conditions. Nothing else could work, so it never came into the realm. So for those of us in SNCC who had this as a tactic, guns, we began to carry guns probably even a little bit before this statement, which is the early 60s, but I'm sure that by 1963, I would say 90% of your field staff in SNCC were carrying guns. Of course, not publicly, but...
This an audio Bible on how to die long, cause we ain't really got the time to be switching to Diet Coke. This is Sonic manual on how to cope, knowing you eating vegan and simultaneously like to smoke. The point was driving home drunk, woke up on the other side, picking out your soul gunk. Now we in the doldrums, empty place, yes, plenty space. Legs spread, big breath, you ain't dead today, you looking good today. You fucking matter, you a rapper, seven spit trucking nigga with the Fenti Face. You fucking beautiful, yeah, it's fucking beautiful, This an audio Bible on how to die alone, terrified, trudging barefoot the final night of Rome. Easy, bronchial attack, loud pack, got 'em wheezing, wine bag like Catalina. Ayy, whatever gets you through until they nuke ya. WW to ya, Beretta and Aruga ain't so different when they shoot ya. Earbuds drowning out apocalyptic rumors. He went from homeroom to Lincoln Harlem Shoe Bus. Peer review, Buddha dude coming sooner. Strange extremes in the season, shine on me, Elohim. space between your dreams and your daily respite. Know I love the cake you making eyes like you saved me a slice. 9 to 5 is where it is, so we get naked tonight. Maybe I'm fine, maybe ain't I. Maybe 6 or 7 feet away and I'm saving your life. Death was in the bedroom looking elephant-like. We had a real slobber knocker, a hell of a fight. So stitch me up, work the needle so delicate. Teach me how to cope, teach me how to die alone. Or throw a couple balls and 12 we come up in my home. Can you hold me closely till I gotta go? Can you hold me closely till I gotta go? Can you hold me closely till I gotta go? I am not prepared to go. So can you hold me closely till I gotta go? Can you hold me closely till I gotta go?
Between Rabbi Lawrence Kushner and Krista Tippett discussing Jewish
you gotta go, you gotta go.
Within this conversation, a coupled metaphor was presented that I'll paraphrase as
hold me closely till I gotta
a holy
go.
circumference. A holy circumference. This holy circumference being that human is not apart from God, but within the vastness of divinity, presented metaphorically as this idea, particularly hierarchical and perhaps masculine at that, suggesting that God is this great, vast, and possibly bearded circle existent above a lesser and far limited circle representing humanity beneath, that this necessitates intercessory prayer in forms of sacred conversations between 2 or more parties. The holy circumference instead offering God as this great circle, not above us, but encompassing us as a nested circle within. And further, that it's this relationship that informs our actions and necessitates our healing, as that which we do for ourselves, we do for God. Every seemingly insignificant choice and act or thought possessing so much magnitude in the omnipresence of this consideration, our circumference holier still, and yet to be perfected, not without us.
Who extracts metal from the earth and mass produces weapons with it? How do these guns find their way into our hands? Did we raid the military bases and get them? Do we manufacture them? Everybody knows who the true criminals are. We live in a criminal nation, founded by rapists, mass murderers and robbers. So don't tell me about black on black crime. These motherfuckers are poisoning the food, air, land and water and cause wars all over the earth, extincting entire species of animals, and then have the nerve to point a finger talking about crime and thugs. You motherfuckers are the supreme thugs.
Space chipping free, half moon specs crystalline. International business meeting existing exclusively in a state of fixed disbelief. Indignity and man-made disasters poorly mitigated. Faded, heaven or Las Vegas. Vega raps and papers. Abstract consciousness or light and matter matrix. Anglo-Saxon, Latin, tongue lashing, hated language. Niggas will be niggas, so the butter's getting muddy in the basement. Spinning off the antithetic spaces. T-shirt, AK, spray, product placement. Caught him hopping stones in the stadium. Trampling their faces to reclaim it for his kids. Blood and bone clinging to his kicks. Finger rubber banded on reported cash tips. Ain't that a bitch? Cut the Medicaid, now we bustin' from the hip. No one told him not to fuck with it.
Integrity, nigga, please. Xenophobe art history. Big risk, I'm regarded in contempt with thieves. Prejudice, study all the benefits rigidly. Racing my Confederates to infamy and guilty pleas. Where's Obama? I'm trying to swish over a 6'1" snitch son of a bitch. Ball life, making sure I got the score right. This nigga spittin' toward a panel at a gunfight. Angles, distance in between, all that might convene. Strangled by the intersecting value of your dreams. Nothing is sacred except me. This digger costs a stack, but you can have my verse for free. Powdered mouth proletariat that ain't aware of shit. Eating pop pies, biscuits with some chickpeas. Destined for the cancer, found my answer in the striptease. If you can't join them, beat them to the freedom. But a nigga gotta pause while I party on the weekend.
pictures of the face. The nature of the game, a 75-legged amazing race. Let's get both paid and filleted by Chase back today. Share the count in 8th grade to the end of days. Fucking waste of a good kid. Fucking waste of a time-space grid. Fucking wonder why these kids wanna die straight lit. Wasted. You wanna rise while you're by, cause primaries are racist. And ain't nobody else taking students. Capitalist institutions that turned out too abusive. Eat the glue, gets it through it on a stupid high. Electrical line fly by just to chew the wire and die. I'ma die looking for this fucking lighter. Why? You ever suck dick for an apocalyptic sign? And that's an addiction. So don't listen to them voices, but fuck them kids just didn't listen. Cut the sand, divine violence through the eye in a frying pan. Just swipe wide and land. God damn, the power of positive thinking, the latest pacifism. Like who got a plan? Can we talk hands?
Half of these rappers act as the other fraction, beating their meat on the track. And me, I'm an artist starving for nothing but green gardens and verbal garnishes. You don't wanna start with the Foot Clan, but if you insist, I suggest you start by reading a book, man. Get your brain up. Fuck a stimulus package, any 12 billion Wulong. Tryna fade Mitch McConnell and gag him with a tube sock. Beat his wrinkled ass with a broom rod. JB Prince think I'ma praise his ass for subtweeting the president. I'd rather run up with the semi, leave him crying, Lord help me. But you and I both know the American God is money, and ain't nobody saving you, dummy. I'm a pessimistic socialite, trying to fight for the voice of care and love. Socialism from the bottom up, leave the state with an iron lung. Lean in and whisper, suck my nuts and shut that shit off. Fuck a billionaire, that's the bar. Couple million never gonna see the stars. They'd rather leave you dead so they can stimulate the gold piece. I'm a riot in the streets, come along, your life ain't cheap.
Time is a flat circle, a long lap with infinite hurdles. The guap always pocketed by the most curdle. Facts. Spoiled gluttony, the face of those that rim shows. They talking about they still low. The whole ride just a big loan. Wow. My whole life I chased a big throne just to conclude the dude they call king really kin with Jim Jones. And the kicker, he ain't do it alone. Kool-Aid in the tap water, whole cities is prone. Still stuck in the same hamster wheel, still treating the planet like a cheap thrill. Ain't even bother a meal, just nutter on the teeth. Same time next week, and a new job in the tweets where y'all never meet. Cross the street when you see him begging for something to eat, just like a colonizer would. Yeah. To what ends, yo, I've never understood. A Gucci bill round clearance denim, that shit is not good. All my niggas poets are activists, scumbags committing crimes for dollar tips. The backbone of this economy posture stiff. Bitch, we can't ever phone, we eat the rich.
I raised an army, handed pamphlets to the broken barflies. Fire screaming in her eyes. And nowadays it got me eating, sleeping in a ski mask. You won't be from a slumber, fire screaming in your eyes. Already gave the cows away, so where the fuck the bees at? Nelson dreaming genie, Mr. Virtue dreaming greenbacks. Eating greasy leaves to swap the whiskey for the tea bags. Kettle screaming with the fire screaming in her eyes. I'm keeping mindful, I mind the body, I mind the home. I did the dishes, I'm hanging pictures, they shine and glow. And I'm in love with like every human I've ever known. But I can't take nobody with me, I'ma die alone. I've always known, you gotta go, you gotta go. I swear to God I'll take them motherfuckers with me though. I swear to God I'll take them motherfuckers with me though. I swear to God I'll take them motherfuckers with me though. I swear to God I'll take them motherfuckers with me though. I swear to God I'll take them motherfuckers with me though. I swear to God I'll take them motherfuckers with me though. I swear to God I'll take them motherfuckers with me though.